Hey guys, EthDo here, and today we're going to be counting down the top 10 handheld game consoles of all time. To avoid any bias, the list will be done solely on statistics, not my personal preference. Therefore, we'll be ranking the consoles on the number of units each is sold, as a better console will generally outsell its competitors. Note that this list will not include home gaming consoles, as they will have, or do have, a list of their own. With all that in mind, let's get into the top 10. In at number 10 we have the Atari Lynx. Released in 1989, this lesser known 16-bit handheld console was the first ever handheld to have a colour LCD, and still has games released for it today by fans of the console. Ninth position on our list has gone to a handheld console created by Nokia. The Ngage was Nokia's only handheld console, as they primarily produced phones. The console sold 3 million units and included games such as FIFA 05 and the original Call of Duty. And number 8 is the WonderSwan. With an awesome name and greater battery life compared to its competitors in the late 90s, this handheld console was a genuine competitor for Nintendo, if only for a short period of time, as it sold 3.2 million units. Narrowly reaching number 7, the most recent console on this list, the PlayStation Vita, failed to live up to its predecessor, the PlayStation Portable, or competitors such as the Nintendo 3DS. However, it still had some great games including Assassin's Creed 3 and Uncharted Golden Abyss. Number 6 on our list is the Sega Game Gear, with an impressive 11 million sales, massively outselling 7th place. This handheld console was hugely popular upon release just 2 years after Sega's home console, the Sega Genesis, with games including Sonic the Hedgehog and Mickey Mouse's Castle of Illusion. However, the popularity of the Sega Genesis eventually overshadowed its handheld counterpart, thus retail availability stopped no more than 2 years after release. The number 5 spot sees a major increase in sales, as the Nintendo 3DS has sold 52.86 million. This revolutionary handheld console brought three-dimensional technology to the handheld consoles for the first time. However, said technology pushed the price up to near that of a modern home game console, and this is potentially the reason or the cause of low sales compared to previous Nintendo handhelds. 4th place on our list goes to a handheld console which has always been overshadowed by both its predecessor and its successor. Released after the Game Boy, but before the Nintendo DS, came the Game Boy Advance. This handheld console sold 81.51 million since its release in 2001. The console was backwards compatible, meaning that the owners of a Game Boy could still play their favourite games on the new console. Marginally outselling the Game Boy Advance was the PlayStation Portable, or PSP as it was commonly abbreviated to. It sold 82 million and is the best-selling handheld console not to be made by Nintendo in history. This modern classic was on retail shelves for an impressive 10 years from 2004 to 2014, providing fans of the PlayStation with a handheld alternative. Next we have a classic of handheld gaming, the Game Boy. Released in 1989, near enough everybody had a Game Boy in the 90s, as it became the best-selling handheld console at the time, and remains the third best-selling gaming console of any kind, including home gaming systems. Only the PS2, and the number 1 pick on our list, can best the 118.69 million this console sold. That number 1 pick is of course the Nintendo DS. Another modern classic from Nintendo, this handheld brought touchscreen technology to handhelds for the first time and outsold any previous handheld console by a minimum of 35 million. In fact, the Nintendo DS is so popular that it even rivals the sales of PlayStation 2, with only 1 million less sales. Popular games include New Super Mario Bros, Nintendogs and Mario Kart. Be sure to comment below with your favourite handheld games console, and please do take 1 second to hit the like button below if you've enjoyed this list.